Let's go! Mike Elko makes one of the boldest decisions starting Connor Weigman versus Missouri when Marcel Reed overall had done a pretty daggum good job being undefeated as the starter in place of Weigman, who has been hurt. And, well, let's just say they started off with a bang, handoff here to Le'Veon Moss to the right side. All right, we get to this 2nd and 5, and, well, you've got to block on the perimeter. You know, this could just be me, but wide receiver blocking is still lacking this year in the SEC. I don't know if it's been worse, but anecdotally it feels that way. Arkansas last week missed a huge block versus A&M on a screen like this. It's a difficult block, but you would like to see 84 be able to make this, and this play is dead. If you get a semi-decent block right here, it's going for a lot. Or if one was a true single digit, he would be able to break this tackle, but he wasn't able to in this spot. So why would Mike Elko and Colin Klein make this decision? Well, the truth is, with what Klein wants to do with some of his RPO stuff, a true dual-threat quarterback is someone that probably fits his system better. And that, of course, is Marcel Reed. Now, Weigman can run some, but that has been the discussion. The difference is Weigman as a thrower clears Marcel Reed. So we start off here with a low, weird snap here. And guess what? There's a lot of open receivers, okay? You've got Thomas right here on the slant, but guess what? This isn't a slant. This is a slant mixed with a corner here on the outside. Now, if this ball was actually thrown, it would have been a huge gain, but that's not where the route is being designed to go. He also could have hit the shallow drag if he wanted to. I actually really do like this design. When you leave open a space, occupy that space with someone else, the best thing to run versus man coverage are shallow drags. So this is there as well. Now, if this was Marcel Reed, more than likely, he is probably tucking and running for what looks to be a pretty big gain. But obviously, Connor Weigman is a different quarterback. And look at where he puts this ball. Tight spiral, perfect accuracy. And as you can see, Thomas is getting very clearly pulled. That still could have been a one-handed catch, but the accuracy on that ball, the touch as well, was freaking ridiculous. And it was almost an INT. Right, so there was offsetting penalties, and we start things off here with a man coverage indicator, right? Motion a guy over here to give Connor Weigman a look to see what type of coverage that they are running. Now, pre-snap, if I was Weigman, I would be thinking they're running some variation of 2-man under, but they do decide to bring some type of blitz, right? And you can see there's a QB spy attached to it. This is actually a really good job right here by Weigman, because if they're bringing pressure up the middle, if both the backers went, guess what? We want to work right here. We want to work over the middle, right? So guess what happens? He works over the middle to the dig, okay? There's really not a whole lot of separation on this dig either, so the ball location needed to be absolutely perfect. This is actually kind of a strange defense. You know, this would be something that Marcel Reed would normally see, right? You know, a pass rush with the QB spy attached to it. But, of course, Weigman can run some as well. This is really, really good stuff. He's got a good pocket that's really good protection, okay? And look at him firing this ball in. God, that's really, really, really good stuff. Now, you would like to see him make this throw because the pocket was so clean, but still, that is really good quarterback. The guy that's really stepped up for A&M has been Thomas, right? Obviously, he had the big touchdown last week versus Arkansas. You get a single high look right here. Once you get Missouri crowding the line of scrimmage, I love throwing out of 12 personnel, right? Bringing in thick bodies to commit more guys to the box. Play action, fake attached to it. You know I love play action if any of you have followed me for a while now. But what happens is we also get a protection mistake. The guard steps down and leaves the 3 technique unblocked, and Connor Weigman's got to play quick, okay? This is really good quarterbacking. Look at when he is actually deciding to rip this football. It's right now, okay? Now he's throwing it, okay? Before he's even out of the break on the comeback route, he gets crushed and throws a really good ball right here to Thomas. Y'all, that is really good quarterback play right there. All right, A&M fans are going to hate me because I'm going to compliment my dear beloved LSU Tigers. Okay, I don't think anybody would consider Brian Kelly a revolutionary when it comes to offensive scheme, but he is a really good offensive coach because he has mastered the art of running the football on third and medium. Okay, I'm shocked that more teams don't do this in plus territory. If you get stopped short of the line to gain, guess what? You could just go for it, or you get a shorter field goal. But a lot of the times, you're going to pick it up because guess what? They are rushing up the field thinking it's going to pass, right? Normally, there's at least two players taking themselves out of the play because they're thinking it's a pass, right? These are pass rush techniques, and all you have to do is use their aggression against them and seal them to the inside. So you get an over pursue here, good seal blocks across the way, and now it is off to the races, and Amari Daniels scores this bad boy, and A&M starts off this game 7-0 thanks to some really good quarterback play from Connor Weigman and some good play calling from Colin Klein. So let's go to drive number 2, and I think this will be our final one for the day because obviously it's going to be a busy day for me covering all the teams that I have to cover, but let's squeeze as many plays as we possibly can, okay? Impossible for me to see if anything was open down the field. Once again, the pass protection for Texas A&M was really good to start the day. Missouri lost their really good pass rushing coach to LSU this offseason, Kevin Peoples. But Thor Olgestrom, whatever his name is, number 17, decides to go freaking Rob Gronkowski after the catch, and they pick up a huge freaking gain of yardage. Look at that. All righty, so this is not a good sign if you're a Missouri fan. Guys running in the opposite direction of where the ball is going, okay? As an offensive coordinator, obviously you're not trying to scheme that up, but what happens here is nobody is guarding Thomas to the outside, okay? So he's running all the way over there, and guess what? You still are able to run the daggum football. I mean, look at this surge right here. Smash mouth football. I know Mike Elko is enjoying the heck out of watching A&M enforce their will on Missouri early in this game. All righty, we get to this 1st and 10, and man, they just call the absolute perfect play against a corner blitz. All right, did they get lucky? Maybe so. This might be an alert here where if you see the corner blitz, stop your route and just stand where he was. And guess what? Connor Weigman sees it, throws in the direction of the blitz, and bang, it is easy pickings right here for Thomas, who once again, right now, is playing at an all-SEC level. Okay, making guys miss, getting some good blocks down the field. Okay, and man, this is just really good stuff. Man, what a gain of yardage. He just can't quit making people miss. I wish I was as good as him. Alrighty, so Missouri had to punt on a 3rd and Corpus Christi. You guys got very lucky that the Luther Burton touchdown didn't freaking count. And guess what? Connor Weigman's balling out of control, y'all. Nothing was open. At least it didn't look like it. And man, look at this. This is just some nasty offensive line play. You guys are just throwing him out the club, man. This guy is all the way in Austin. And guess what? Connor Weigman just steps up, take these yards. You know, coming off an injury, you would like to see him just slide and not take these hits. But, man, he falls forward, picks up some good yardage. 1st and 10. Okay. Got trips to the left side. And let's see, is anything open here? Oh, man. Let's see. Is this in-breaker right here open? I don't know. I mean, you would like to think that this safety is picking up this deep vertical right here. But also, Connor Weigman's like, hey, we're in the red zone. We're up 10-0. Let's just hit my check down to Le'Veon Moss, who is just an absolute beast after the catch. So this was, to me, the right option unless some guy was just viciously wide open down the field. And you pick up a lot of yardage. In 10, you got a little bubble screen action. And let's see if the blocking is a little bit better from the receivers right here. Okay, and man, that's a really good ball location to hit him right up there. And yes, the blocking was indeed very good by these wide receivers. And this is some good stuff right here from Mush Muhammad. Actually, no, he wasn't able to break that tackle. It was a good job by the linebacker getting over there. 2nd and 13, and this is just more bad defense than good offense. just hit the running back in the flats. If you want to give that to them, they're going to take it all day. And college teams, man, they have really struggled with this. What's even worse here is this defender giving Daniels a sideline to where he's able to pick up all those extra yards. And, man, this is a very puzzling defensive alignment here. You have two backers outside of a wide end right here. So, of course, you're going to freaking run the football. So, I didn't quite understand this defensive alignment, but once again, Amari Daniels is able to pound this bad boy on in and then eventually score. And A&M is just rolling away. All right, let's pick it up here on the 2nd and 7. Okay, you're backed up. You're up 17-0. Why not? Let's just go ahead and get this kill shot. And I am very shocked that Missouri just kept rushing 4. Okay, I guess it's because early in this game, A&M was able to, crack through a few pass blocks. But Weigman, his legs were really impressive in this game. Of course, it's not Marcel Reed level, but it's still really, really, really good stuff. All right, the only mistake Connor Weigman made early in this game comes right here. And Terry Bussey shows you why he is as good of a DB as he is a receiver, okay? Got a little watered-down Travis Hunter action, a guy that can play both ways. Guess what? This should have been a pick, all right? As a DB, you can't just wait for the ball. You got to come to the ball, and he's like just waiting to catch it. On the road, down 17-0, you need to run through this, and you get lucky, all right? Did A&M blow Missouri out early in this game? Yes, but you also caught some lucky breaks. All right, it is 2nd and Manville here. Man, now you're really backed up. This is really good quarterbacking right here from Connor Weigman. You're not going to get all the yards. You're just not. Just hit your check down and live to fight another down, and you might be able to pick it up on 3rd. Just really freaking good quarterbacking. Make them have to respect the flats, and that's a good job, of course, making a guy miss and making it an even more manageable 3rd down. 3rd and a long ways, all right? Man, listening to all these Texas cities in this film study makes me want some Terry Blacks in the worst way. Chubby people problems, okay? So, once again, Missouri basically did this same thing. They had one guy to deal with the QB potential of, running. And this A&M front just ate alive these blitzes. I mean, look, there's nobody getting through on a clear passing situation. You want to be aggressive. And Missouri single digits, you're not getting off blocks. All right? So Weigman has all day in a bag of chips to throw this bad boy. And look at this throw. Really freaking good. Of course, if you're leading him perfectly, it's probably a touchdown, but give your guy a chance to make a play, and this catch is redundant. And you'll see it right here from Walker. He did a really good job selling the out right here, which has this DB pulling a Steve Urkel over here, and then bang, let's get vertical. DB's left in the dust. Man, it has been fun to see the development of Walker over the years. Man, what a freaking good catch this is. And the DB actually does a good job getting his hand in the way. Walker can't even see the football, and he's still able to bring this. All right, I know this was incomplete, but my goodness gracious, look at this throw. All right, press man, inside leverage. Let's take a shot. No safety up over the top. All right, now it's a tight shot, especially with the college hashes and the boundary. Man, look at where it's placed, though. All right, DB has this guy in a phone booth. I mean, look at this. Bang. I mean, that ball's never being caught. He's too close to the sideline, but the ball location is still good. It's 3rd and medium, and what does A&M do? Well, they run the most popular 3rd and medium play, which is mesh with the little hook. It's actually mesh rail. All right, so your first read is actually the running back on the rail. Is that there? No. So Connor Weigman gets off of it. Now you get the mesh over the middle, okay? Let's see if something is over the middle open, and once again, you got guys falling down. That never helps your route concepts. As you can see, it muddies this picture on the mesh right here, and everything is just covered. Now, this does look open right here to Terry Bussey, but if you look at the shadow of the safety, he is sitting right here. They were ready for mesh, okay? So Weigman fakes this to get these guys' hands up in the air. And guess what? You got other guys on the ground. All right, the worst thing you can ever be as a football player is on the ground. So now Connor Weigman is looking to try and make something happen. This play is just dead. And what does he do? Weigman Manziel's this thing. Johnny Football would be proud of Connor making something out of nothing there. Wow. All right, so we get to here, and Connor's just cooking. He is just freaking cooking. Single high safety right here. Man, and obviously he's just staring this receiver down the whole way. This really isn't anything special, okay? This is open. This is open. This is open. Okay, so if you're just a football fan of the Aggies, one thing you love to see from your play caller is if somebody is open, are there other people open, right? That makes the quarterback's job a lot easier. Just in case he wanted to get off of this too soon, guess what? He can hit this. This to Moose Muhammad is also open. I mean, this is just freaking ridiculous play calling, sequencing from Colin Klein, and A&M is freaking rolling. Alrighty, so what do we make of this dominant A&M first half? Well, if you're a new Aggie fan, this is the honest-to-God truth. I not only stuck with this opinion on a college channel, I also did it for an NFL channel, that Connor Weigman has a shot to be the first quarterback taken in next year's NFL draft. Now, that opportunity has passed because of the injuries and how well Cam Ward and a bunch of other quarterbacks like Shedeur Sanders have played up to this point. But you saw, just with this, how freaking good this guy can be. And, man, I freaking love what I've seen.